It's exciting times. Skylum have announced another update for Luminar Neo, which is due in November 25. So in this video, I'm going to take a look at the brand new tools, the Luminar Neo ecosystem that's been announced, and also try and unpack the rather convoluted pricing structure around all this and figure out what it means for you. And do stick around to the end because it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and I've got a special message for the developers at Skylum, which they may not like, and I'm hoping that you can help me out with that message as well. As I'm sure you'll be aware, Skylum recently added an Android version of Luminar for our phones and also Chrome OS as well. But currently there's no way to connect the edit that you do on your phone with your desktop. And that's where their new ecosystem comes in. The idea being that through the cloud technology, we're going to link our phone with the desktop so our edits transfer onto our desktop. Now, bear in mind, currently it's just one-way traffic. It's from the phone to the desktop. It's not from the desktop back to the phone. But this is the really interesting thing for me. Skylum have indicated on their FAQ section that the reverse will be possible in the future, indicating the app on our phone will have the same functionality as Luminar on our desktop, because currently it's a very watered down version on our phone. We don't have access to many of the tools we do on our desktop. But if we're going to have the ability to send what we create on the desktop back to the phone, doesn't that indicate that maybe the app on the phone will be capable of more in the future? I hope so. As you know, I really love photo editing, but one thing I actually struggle with is sharing those edits once I've done them. So it's cool to see that Luminar are actually adding a web gallery function to Neo. So once you've finished all your edits, you can actually publish them online directly through Luminar Neo. So whether you want to present work to clients or just show off to your friends, you can have the option to do that within Luminar Neo. Right, this is the bit I get excited about because it's the new editing tools. What have they got for us, and do they look any good? In my last two videos, I covered techniques for dodging and burning. It's a technique where we can add more three-dimensional feel to our 2D photos. It's not just a quick fix with a slider, it takes knowledge of lighting and an idea about how you want to actually craft that light in your photo. But this is one of the things I give Skylum a lot of credit for. They're very innovative with their solutions to photo editing. So they've created a tool called Volumes, and the idea of that is to create the dodge and burn effect with just one click. Now, while the marketing images that I've seen so far do look pretty good, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical as to the quality of results that we can expect. So I'm actually just really curious to see how well that tool performs on a real world edit. And as soon as I have it in my hands, I will create a video for you so we can do a comparison between a one-click fix versus a manual approach. I was surprised to find that one of my most popular recent videos was about restoring old photos in Luminar Neo. So it's had 66,000 views since I launched it. So that shows me that there is an interest for people looking to restore old photos. And this has obviously not escaped Skylum's attention either. And that's why they have created an AI restore tool that's going to do all of that hard work for us. So using AI, of course, what doesn't these days, it's going to be able to analyze our photo, get rid of scratches, dust, watermarks, and even colorize our old photos as well. So if you're one of those 66,000 people that watched that video, that may be a tool that's of interest to you. Now, the last major tool being added in this update, I'm not sure about it, to be honest. They're adding in an AI assistant that will give you guidance around what it thinks you should be doing to your photo to improve it. Now, on one hand, if you're new to photo editing and you're not really sure what you should be doing to your photos to improve them, I think this is going to be a brilliant tool for you. However, if you're more of a seasoned editor, I kind of think that it's more up to you as an editor to make your own decisions about what you want to do. But even then, I suppose if you know what you want to do, but you're not sure which tools to use to get you there, I suppose it could come in handy for that as well. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a bit biased because an AI assistant has the potential to render my videos obsolete. So I'll let you make your mind up on that one. Now, with every Luminar Neo update, there are always bug fixes and a few things that are released without much fanfare, but one of them that I think is particularly good is that for batch exporting, they claim that the speed has been improved by 25%. And they've also improved the onboarding experience, which helps you get to know the tools inside Luminar Neo and how to use it in a really user-friendly way. Right, okay, this is the bit I've been dreading. We've got to try and unpack how you get access to the updates, whether you're a new customer, existing customer, or a subscriber. They've got passes and it hurt my head just trying to figure it out, but I'm going to do my best to explain it to you. But the number one thing you can do to really understand what you need to do is follow the link in the description below, because it fully explains exactly what you need to do based on your current ownership of Luminar Neo. In true Skylum fashion, when they first announce something, there is an early bird offer, and it is always a significant saving over what you're going to pay when it's finally released. So if this upgrade is of interest to you, I would ask you kindly, please use the link in the description below. It's an affiliate link where I'm going to get a small commission from Skylum. It doesn't cost you any more, but it just helps me keep creating free content on this channel. Right, so what are the options? Let's kick things off nice and easy. If you're a subscriber to Luminar Neo, you don't have to do anything. You're going to get all of these updates and upgrades that I've explained here included within your subscription. If you're brand new to Luminar Neo, you can get a cross-device perpetual license for a one-off cost of $139. So that is mobile and desktop, yours to own forever for $139. You can also add the creative library to that, which is a collection of digital assets which will help you with your photo editing for just $20. So worth considering that as well. Now, this is where it may get confusing for some lifetime owners of Luminar Neo. The first thing that we need to understand is that when we purchase the license to own the software, it is in the current state at the time at which you purchase it. So future updates and upgrades, they're not promised to you for forever. If there's a significant update, it is up to Skylum whether or not they want to charge you for it. So first of all, the volumes tool, which is that automated dodge and burn tool, everyone's going to get that. So you don't need to do anything if that is all you want. But if you want access to the other tools, that is an upgrade to your previous version of Luminar Neo. Hence the reason there's an additional charge if you want access to those new tools. Now, please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just bringing you the information. So what are those passes? So if you already own Luminar Neo and want access to all of this stuff, you need to get the ecosystem pass. That is going to give you the generative tools, the brand new tools, Luminar Mobile, the web galleries, and cross-device editing from mobile to desktop. Now that passes on an early bird special for just $69. Again, link in the description below. Alternatively, if mobile is not your thing and you just want access to the new tools and the current... Did I just say what I think I did? I meant current generative tools, current. If you want access to that, it's $49. Alternatively, if mobile editing is not your thing, if making web galleries is not your thing, and you just want access to the new tools and the current generative AI tools as well, you just need to get the 2025 to 26 upgrade pass for $49 and you're good to go. All of this information is available via the link in the description, and I would strongly recommend that you read that for yourself and make your decision based on that. This is the information as I understand it, but on the website, it's all official. Okay, now it's time for Anthony's whinge. Of course, I am happy that we have an update. Any upgrade is going to be a good thing for Luminar Neo. However, there are some key things that I have on my wish list that have still not been addressed. For example, I want to see a big improvement for the AI masking. I want to be able to feather those masks. I also want the ability to copy masks, not just between tools, but between layers as well. They're just some of the things that I'm hoping that the developers will actually start putting into Luminar Neo. Like, I get it. They're a business and they need to make money, and brand new shiny tools are going to generate income for them. But to the developers at Skylum, please do not neglect the fundamentals, the things that the photo editing community have been asking you for in Luminar Neo. Let me know what you guys, my audience, think in the description below. Maybe we can create a petition, a comprehensive list of we would like to see this, and this. Let's create something, send it to Skylum, and hopefully we can get some of those things implemented in a future update. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.